What is up, Crocs and clan members and others who will stump on this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen here with finally the answers of the Q&A video thingy that I asked like a couple weeks ago. Let's go. Alright, so I got a couple questions here. Some of them submitted like literally the last second before I started recording the video. So we're gonna go in order for the ones that I have, and I'm gonna be looking at my phone, but I'm gonna be posting the picture or a picture of the comments on the actual screen. So just so that you know that that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so first question from Who's That Spooky Gal, Lucy Loud. I'm pretty sure you keep changing your name because it was something else before. Anyways, you have 3 questions. Actually, your comment says before you start, so yeah, it's been a while and I haven't seen your comment recently until this video, ironically enough. So thank you for coming back. So first question, should Bonnie get her own anime? Depends. The thing with the side characters getting their own spin-offs, first of all, Pokemon itself having spin-offs of like the main cast, I don't know how that would correlate because it's supposed to be all in the same universe, and like every other spin-off that Pokemon has ever done is actually like off-brand, like different characters. So like you had Origins, which was like kind of like similar to Adventures. You had the Pokemon Chronicles back in the day, but that was like with Jimmy, aka Gold, plus a bunch of other side characters here and there. You have the how was it called? The Twilight Wings, which is just like the Gen 8 characters and stuff like that. So I don't know if they would ever like do a legit spin-off series to like somebody from that happened to be in the main cast. But do I think out of anybody, like out of the side characters, I don't see why not. Like I still think that maybe somebody like May or like May, or you know, we like I said, well, Iris already like here as a champion, so I don't know if you could really do a spin-off for her anymore. But somebody like May, Dawn would probably get like priority in that sense because you know they have like a specified goal. Whereas I do like Bonnie a lot, right? I still think she's the best character in X and Y. I don't really know where you could take her, you know, as a storyline, because aside from the Zygarde stuff at the end of the series, she really didn't do much in terms of like a goal, right? So I guess it would be kind of difficult. I wouldn't mind it, right? I'm not saying I would be against it. I just don't see what they would do with her because it's not like, because she was, you know, a young kid. Like unlike Max. Max had a goal, right? He wanted to be a trainer to be like his dad. But Bonnie doesn't really have a goal like that. Like aside from just taking care of Dene and then later on Squishy, you know, aka Zygarde, she doesn't really have a goal. So I don't know what kind of thing they would go, you know, what route they would take her, but I think it'd be cool. And, you know, it'd be nice to see, in my opinion. The second question they asked is, what are your other interests aside from anime? Well, I like video games, you know, if you watch the channel, I have a Let's Play Fire Red Leaf Green right now. I love my Nintendo consoles. I'm almost done with Legends. I've been trying to 100% the game. I'm getting the Kirby game that my wife bought for me. We've been playing that one, co-op style. Fire Emblem, 3 Hopes, which I'm going to be getting soon. I love gaming, you know, I love gaming. So aside from anime, I would say that I like spending time with my wife. That'll probably be the best one. Like, and you know, play with the dogs. You know, we have a lot of pets. Well, we have 3. It's not really a lot, but we have 3 pets. So it also keeps you occupied, and that's a lot of fun. Aside from that, like I like watching shows, you know, I like watching, so like for example, Stranger Things is one of the shows that I'm watching nowadays with the wife, and I've always loved that show ever since season 1. We go to the movies every now and then, so that's basically like the gist of things. I used to be into like soccer back when I was younger, but that ship sailed. It sailed a long time ago. So there's not too much outside of that in terms of hobby. And for the third question, is Clement as bad as he used to be? I know that he's back in Journeys, right? I just haven't gotten to that episode, so I don't know how much he's grown since the X and Y days. So I can't say for sure whether he's better or just as bad or even worse. So I can't give you a definitive answer. What I can do, potentially, is that when I get the drive back to continue Journeys as a series, because the damn Go video has stunted me to where I don't want to watch the series anymore until I finish that video. I can't give you a definitive answer right now. I can't say for sure if he's worse or not. I don't really think you can mess him up any more than you already had, because it's not like Clement. It's not like Clement was the worst character ever. It's just that he served no purpose, and he was just there, and he's boring, and his gag was tiring because they overused it. I don't know how you can make that worse, but at the same time, from what I recall, or from what I saw, it's just a training battle with Ash. It's just like a repeat of like their gym battle, right? So it's not like I don't really see how much I could have improved on him as a character, if you know what I mean. But like I said, I can't give it a definitive answer because I have not seen the episode, so I don't know what he's like, if he's grown, if he's improved, if he's different. Like I can't say for sure. Moving on to the next person, Sapphire Sonic fan. I know you used to be like very active back in the day with X and Y. My X and Y reviews, I remember, if I remember correctly, you were like a big Dawn fan. Like you really talked a lot about Dawn being like over a bunch of other characters. If I remember correctly, I think that's what you were one of the things you used to do. But you have two questions for me. So the first one is, what do I think of Gen 8 and the starters in general? Now, I technically did do a small review of Sword and Shield. I'll probably leave it in the eye icon if you're interested in. But I actually enjoyed Sword and Shield. I really like the game. It's definitely a big improvement over the last few games, like X and Y. Oras. The longer I've gone after playing Oras, the more I think that the originals are strictly better than the remakes. So like I already thought that when I was playing the games, but just the amount of time since like the hype wore off, I definitely can say the originals are better than the remakes. So you have that, and then I never finished any of the Gen 7 games. I did restart Ultra Moon, which I'm gonna be playing, every once in a while here when I have a chance. But as far as a main series title, I really enjoyed Gen 8. I think that the Dex cut, while controversial, was actually a positive for the series, because it forces us, to not rely on the old, right? Not just rely on what we're comfortable with. I want to learn new things. I want to experience new things. I want to build new teams with Pokemon I don't know, right? So I think that's a cool thing. And as for the starters, I'm gonna say this. I actually don't like the Cinderace line too much. I don't hate them, right? I don't flat out dislike them. I just don't like them that much. Inteleon is still my favorite of the three. And as far as the Grookey, Thwackey, and Rillaboom line, that's my favorite one to use competitive. I've used it a lot, so but I like at least those two, Inteleon and Rillaboom. I really like them. Cinderace is the only one that's kind of mad. I don't hate it, but I don't really care too much about it. As for your second question, thoughts on the Pokemon manga. So I actually purchased. I don't know if you can see them very well right there. I have a couple of the collector's editions. I started reading the manga, and so far I really like it. Granted, I want to read more of it, and one of the things that I'm really interested in is eventually when I start, because I'm going to be collecting these later. I'm going to be buying the rest of the pack when they start coming out. I'm interested to get the X and Y saga and Diamond and Pearl saga, those two in particular, because Diamond and Pearl, after years of just thinking back on it, it's not as bad as I thought it used to be, but there's still a lot of things I don't like about the series, the anime. But I want to see how the manga adaptation works for it, and then in particular X and Y, because when back when I used to be more involved in Pokemon Amino, and that's the second time, because the first time we don't talk about the first time. The second time I got involved with Pokemon Amino, I actually was in contact with this one guy, and we used to talk back and forth, and mainly it was I would see his posts talking shit to Serena fans when they would post one of their polls about how Serena's great, or if people like Serena, whatever the fuck. And one of the things he was always talk about is that the X and Y manga version of Serena was so much cooler and like just the top notch of like the character writing in terms of like all the versions of Serena that are out there. So I was like, I kind of want to get to that point just to see how much better they can actually. Because think about it this way: the Pokemon Adventures manga is like supposed to be for like the older generation. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing, right? I like the tone difference of the manga. So I'm really looking forward to seeing like some of the arcs or some of the games, you know, that were maybe I didn't have as much fun, just to see how they handle those storylines. So I'm really looking forward to continuing this stuff. Like I said, I'm only done with like maybe the first, which is like the first 3 volumes. I'm gonna continue reading those. But so far, I like it. I'm really enjoying it. All right, now Blue 28. You have a couple questions, so I'm gonna do them in order of receive. The first one: what kind of other games would you play in your channel if you decide to go beyond the Pokemon thing? Well, right now I don't have too many ideas. Like if I had a better computer and like I could actually use my Switch, I would play my Switch games, like specifically Fire Emblem, and anything new that comes on the Switch that I really want to play. What else would I think that would be it. Just anything I have on my Switch that I really enjoy. If I do ever get to the point where I have a very like good computer, I could do some PC games, like some Steam games here and there. I could do some co-op with my wife. I know we have a couple games in there we can play. Although I feel like that would be better for like streaming purposes, but I don't know. As far as like YouTube content, it would probably just be anything on the Switch. Like if I do like a Let's Play of like Fire Emblem or Splatoon. But Splatoon is more like a stream game too because it's like co-op. I don't know. Just basically anything I have on my Switch that I feel like would be awesome to have like a Let's Play for, I think I would do that. And I'm also open to doing, like bring back like Among Us stuff, because I really like the game, and in the Discord I have a group that we can play it. It's just that we haven't set up anything, and I think that would be really cool. Although, like I said, my computer is just not, it wouldn't be able to handle that type of stuff. So I don't know how that would work, but we'd have to wait and see. All right, and you also asked the same question there, but I just answered it. And the other one is, would you do collaborations on the channel? I'm open to it, right? I've always been open to doing collabs. Like I said, right now I'm doing the Let's Play with my buddy Uno, the Fire Red Leaping versus. But I'm open to have collabs with anybody. I don't really like. It's not, as long as it's not something like really crazy or wild. I wouldn't mind doing it like a video with anybody. I know that I missed. Back years ago when I did collabs with my favorite YouTuber, the Insane Game Freak, we would do content like that. So I don't know, but like I said, I'm open to do collabs with people in you know, the Pokemon community, Smash or whatever, or just anybody that like would say, hey, I would like to have you on for like a discussion, or we can do like something like that. I don't know, but I'm really open to it. Next up, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Lasagna, and that's because it's the best food in the world. I don't care what anybody says, lasagna is good. Like that would be it. Like hands down, like no questions asked. That's definitely like my choice. Next up, favorite anime of all time, Nagi no Asukara, forever and ever. Like I used to think that if you watch the show for so long, that automatically means you like it more than anything else. But I've come to realize as I've grown older that it doesn't matter how long you've been with the show. If there's things you like about one particular show, no matter how short it is, and no matter when you watched it, that strikes you and it gives you like such a big impact. It doesn't matter. The amount of time you've invested into a show does not determine how much you like a show. For example, Naruto and Pokemon are some of the longest shows I've watched in the history of my life. Right? I still watch Pokemon to this, well, right now I'm not old, but think of it that way. Like I've been watching Pokemon since inception in the States. And Naruto I used to watch since the beginning, since it came to the States, back in like 2006, something like that, 2007. I don't remember when the fuck it was. Point stands. 2 of the longest shows I've ever watched in my life, and they're not even top 10. Back when I had that old mentality, I would always put them like as first and second place or whatever the fuck. No, that doesn't mean jack shit, right? I'm sorry I'm being so aggressive about it, but I've come to realize that like, it doesn't matter how much time you invest in the show. If there's something else you like that puts up, it goes on. And Nagi no Asukara is that show for me. Ever since I watched that show, I made a review on it back, like, I don't fucking remember when it was, and I don't even think that review is even good anymore. But that show was such a big impact on my life. Not in terms of like, oh, it changed my life, whatever. but like it's had such a deep impact in me as a person that every time I can look back at the show, and even though I know what's gonna happen, like point for point, I still get the same emotional draw that I did when the first time I watched it. And every time I think about the show, it brings back so many memories and so many things about it. And I loved all the characters. I loved the way the story progressed, all the drama about it. Like, it's just great. And the OST track, oh my god, is my favorite like soundtrack in the history of my life. I love that song so much. I dedicated it to my wife, and it was actually played at my wedding because I loved it so much. So like that show, I don't think anything's ever gonna top it. Well, at least I haven't, like, even like I've watched so many animes and nothing has come close to the impact that one had for me. So I'm gonna say definitively Nagi no Asukara is hands down my favorite anime of all time. And the last question, are you married? Well, I've been saying it throughout this entire video. Yes, I am married. And funnily enough, I'm married to the person that's commenting this right now. She always calls herself my biggest fan, and I really appreciate it. I'm her biggest fan. You know, that's the way like marriage works. You're supposed to be best friends for life. You're supposed to really care and love each other, and you know, push each other forward. You know, so I'm always happy that she supports me just as I support her with everything that she does. But yes, I am married. For those of you guys who didn't know, I'm pretty sure I made it clear in this video. I have the ring to prove it. But yeah, so that's basically it. Those are all the questions. Like she literally like just bombarded me with those questions like near the end. So hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Hope you guys all liked it. I don't know, I might do this again in the future if you guys are down for it. You know, I usually tend to like respond to comments on my videos, even if there's like a question. But I just thought, hey, why not do a random Q&A for the half of it? I might do one in the future again. I'm not sure. Maybe not anytime soon, but I definitely would like to. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys had fun. If there's anything else you would like to know from me, let me know in the comments, and I might save those questions for a future video. Who the fuck knows, right? I think that's gonna be it. I don't have anything, like any videos planned for now. I know that the Fire Leaf Green Versus is on hold for a couple weeks because Uno is dealing with Xenoblade, and Xenoblade 3 is coming out very soon. So he's probably gonna be more involved in that, which is fine. You know, I actually I think it's great. But I'm thinking of new video ideas. Don't worry, I'm coming up with new things. And as always, like if Insane Game Freak or any other YouTuber that I really enjoy makes a video that I would like to like add onto it, I might do a response like I did with the Anipok video I made a couple of days ago. So I don't know. And if there's any video ideas that you guys would like to see, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm thinking about reviving the Viewer Friday, but I'm gonna rename it. I was like Fan Friday, so it matches, you know, Fan Friday, you know, not Viewer Friday, because like. But I don't know if I want to call it that, because sometimes I did like back when I was doing it before. The reason why I didn't call it anything like, you know, fan related is because I had people that would not be sub to me make requests. So, but I'll see. I might keep it just the same because it's an established series on the channel. So fuck it, just bring it back. And if there's like a video that people would like me to make, you leave it in the comments, and I'll freely I'll come up with an idea to make it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in future videos. I'm about to go have some gaming time with the wife.